Have you ever looked up at the night sky and wondered, how far does space actually go? We see stars, galaxies, and cosmic wonders, but is that everything, or just the beginning? The amazing thing about science is that it doesn't claim to have all the answers. Instead, it dares to ask the biggest, boldest questions. And one of the biggest is, what lies beyond what we can see? What we can see is called the observable universe. That's everything light has had time to reach us from since the birth of the universe. Currently, that distance is about 13.8 billion light-years in every direction. That number matches the age of the universe, and it's no coincidence. Light travels fast, but not instantly. It takes 13.8 billion years for light to reach us from the farthest parts of the cosmos. So when we look out that far, we're actually looking back in time. We're seeing the universe as it was just after the Big Bang. But beyond that cosmic edge, beyond that curtain of light, it's all unknown, possibly even unknowable. So the question becomes, is there anything beyond the observable universe at all? If the universe is infinite, then yes, there's far more out there. More galaxies, more stars, maybe even more versions of us. But an infinite universe brings fascinating consequences. Let's talk about one of the biggest, the heat death of the universe. This is the idea that one day, all stars will burn out. All matter will spread out evenly. No energy left. Nothing new will happen. In that state, maximum entropy, the universe becomes silent, dark, and cold. Not with a bang, but with a long, slow fade. If the universe is finite, that scenario is even more dramatic. Everything would eventually drift to the edge, with nowhere else to go. But even in an infinite universe, the problem doesn't go away. Infinite space doesn't mean infinite energy. Once the stars die, there's no more fuel. Imagine a pitch-black, frozen cosmos where nothing can move or change. Even with endless space, the end still comes. But what happens next? What happens after heat death? To answer that, let's look at light itself and how it behaves. When light hits something, it gets absorbed or reflected. Absorbed light turns into heat or another form of energy. Reflected light keeps going, bouncing off the surface it touched. Now imagine the universe as a vast, endless ocean of light. If matter enters it, it reflects the light around it, like a boat in glowing water. But light isn't just a straight beam. It travels in waves, and waves can interfere with each other. This is called interference, when waves combine, cancel out, or amplify each other. This is how lasers, fiber optics, and even noise-canceling headphones work in our ocean of light. If matter interferes with the waves, strange things happen. Light can bend around it, almost like it's hiding the object. This bending could form a bubble of darkness, a pocket where light can't go. Inside that bubble, gravity could take over. Matter might collapse in on itself, under its own weight. And just like that, a new kind of ending begins. But maybe it's not the end. Maybe it's a rebirth. Like the phoenix, the universe could collapse and rise again. This is the idea behind the Big Crunch, a universe that shrinks back down and then explodes into another Big Bang, a never-ending cycle. But here's the issue. The universe contains finite matter that might not be enough to cause a full collapse. If the universe doesn't collapse, what happens? One theory says it keeps expanding forever. This idea, called the heat death scenario, is simple. The universe spreads out more and more until it's stretched too thin to do anything. No stars, No galaxies, just endless cold space and dead particles drifting in silence. But again, even this has flaws. If matter is finite, how can expansion go on forever? So we arrive at a strange conclusion. None of our current theories seem to fully explain what lies beyond. Maybe there is no beyond. Maybe the observable universe is all there is, and that's okay, because even within what we can see, there's more than enough to explore. We don't know what's outside our cosmic bubble, but inside it, we're already part of something astonishing. We are conscious beings made of stardust, thinking, questioning, looking outward and inward. We are the universe exploring itself, and that is something truly beautiful. So what lies beyond the observable universe? Maybe nothing, maybe everything. But until we know for sure, let's keep wondering, let's keep asking, let's keep reaching for the stars, because the journey of discovery is infinite, even if the universe isn't.